I'm good. I did this. I'm a champ. Hey! What? Hold on. I've been in labor for about 12 hours already. And you're telling me I'm at 3 centimeters alone? Okay. So we went home and we labored for probably another 12 hours. During those 12 hours, obviously it got more intense. I did so many exercises. I didn't want to eat because I was afraid of throwing up.
A lot of dancing.
Yes, I was dancing my baby down. It was so funny because at first we had like Bethel music and we had instrumentals and stuff. And it just felt like nothing was happening. As soon as we put ratchet music, as soon as we put ratchet music, Spanish music, baby girl, I guess she started making her way. Things picked up. Like one of the methods we had to do to pick up the contractions because they were slowing down, we had to do what they call nipple stimulation. That actually releases oxytocin, love hormone.
Once we did the nipple stimulation, it increased the contractions rapidly. The contractions started to come in at 5 minutes apart, and they were lasting about 1 minute long.
And that was the ideal, that was the rule, 5-1-1 or 3-1-1. So that's when your contractions are like 3 to 5 minutes apart, 1 minute long, and you check that for about an hour to see if that keeps up for that whole hour. Then definitely that's when you should be in active labor already, and you should go to the birthing center or the hospital. So I remember getting up and going to the bathroom. When I went to the bathroom, I saw I was like, my whole underwear, panty was full of blood. At that point, I'm like, is this normal? Like, I thought your water was supposed to break. Not a whole bunch of blood coming out. I mean, like the whole thing was full of blood. It was a lot. So I remember we had to call the midwife and let her know, like, is this normal? Our water didn't break. And she was asking us, okay, how long was the contractions? And she said, I remember her telling us, it's nothing to be much alarmed of, but to send her a picture of it. So we ended up sending her a picture, and she was like, okay, you can come in. We came in, and I'm like, at this point, I'm in my mind like, oh, we're definitely 6 centimeters. We're gonna be admitted, like, especially with all this blood, this baby's coming. She checked me, you guys. How much was I?
4, close to 5. And this was 12 hours later from the time we went in the first time. 24 hours after she started getting contractions. So
I was like, baby girl, what are you doing in there? What's going on? You're giving me all these signs and you're taking quite a long time. And I was so frustrated because I'm like, I went through this pain already, okay? And it's not that I couldn't handle it, because I felt like I was doing a great job. I'm going through this pain for me to be at 4 centimeters. It's like, it's crazy. We went back home. They were telling me, okay, really need to rest. You really need to rest. I was so infuriated, you guys. They're like, you need to rest. You need to rest your body. I'm like, I am absolutely not going to sleep. And they're like, but why? And they're like, come on, trying to tell me. I'm just like, no, I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to fight through this. I'm going to be like Muhammad Ali. I'm going to fight my way through this. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready to tackle this on. And they're like, what is wrong with this girl? And so the reason why I did not want to go to sleep, because in my mind, I started thinking, if I go to sleep, if I lay down, it's going to slow down the process. And I'm not up for that. Like, we need to hurry this up. This baby needs to come. So I ended up submitting under their request for me to rest and lay down. And I did fall asleep. When I had contractions, I would wake up I have my doula here on one side and my husband on the other side, and I would just. So I remember rubbing their hands and touching them just for comfort.
Once she took her nap, everything changed. She had so much more energy because she was drained out before that. So she got some energy. She was able to eat a bit, even though she didn't eat much. The doula had to leave because it was like 5 in the morning. She had to go to a graduation for one of her kids. I was grateful to have her here because from her we learned what to do.
I'm not gonna lie, at that point I was like, but again, I had more than one person in my support system. They all picked up from her pretty quickly, and they kept going with helping me through the process, helping me with those exercises and comfort measures.
Yeah. After that, when the doula left, the godmother Myrna, she picked up and she did a heck of a job.
Yeah, she was like doula number 2.
Yeah. Around 8 in the morning, we called back to the birth center, and we was like, okay, we know that this time we're ready. And we went back to the birth center, and when they checked us, they was like, you're like almost 6'5", close to 6, but we're gonna keep you. And I was like, yes, finally. It was such a relief.
We was finally admitted into the hospital, and I felt like ever since we were admitted, when we were admitted into the hospital, things picked up pretty quickly. Like the next probably 6 hours she was born, I think. The next 8 hours.
She was born 12 hours after we got admitted. We were there all day. So we got to the birth center at 9 o'clock in the morning. The baby was born at 9:33.
Yeah. So when I went in, they checked. They checked the baby's heartbeat. The contractions picked up pretty much. I mean, they felt really sharp, and they felt like your organs was like all coming together. But I still feel like I was able to manage it. When people ask me how was the pain from 1 to 10, you guys, I literally say 7, 7.5, because I felt like I was able to manage it. Like, I don't know, it was. And then I remember my doula came back. I was so happy, you guys. She came back. She was like, I don't want to miss it. Oh my gosh, she was so sad to go, but she had this, family is important, and she was able to help me with the rest of the labor process. Soon after that, it was like 8 something. My body was already like making me feel like I was pushing down on her. I remember at one point in the tub, jacuzzi tub, all of a sudden I started going out of nowhere, like grunting. And usually when that happens, the baby's going to come. That's your body pushing the baby down. So they're like, what's going on? Are you pushing? And I was like, in my mind, I'm like, I don't know, but I'm doing what my body's telling me to do. So they checked me, and I was like 9, 10, around there. 9, about to hit like 10. So they're like getting me ready. Let's get the stuff. Let's prepare for the birth. If you have to push, you feel like your body is pushing, you feel that sensation, do it. Listen to your body. Okay, so we're getting ready. And I feel it coming on. I'm having more contractions, normal contractions. But then I feel that sensation again, like if you have to poop. You guys, ladies, you are going to poop when you push. That happened to me, you guys. I was so grossed out. I was like, get this out of here. Oh my God, get this out of here. And thank God it wasn't like nasty, but it was gross to me.
They had a fishing net. They scooped it out and threw it out.
I'm embarrassed to say this, but it's not that embarrassing because it happens to all the women. You're pushing. You end up pushing it out. I was at a position. I was laying on my back. I was at that position, and that was where I felt most comfortable for her to come out. I remember the midwife checked me. She was literally not too far away, and I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. During that time, I did not feel pain. For those contractions, I didn't feel pain. I just felt her pushing down, like wanting to come out. I didn't feel no pain during the pushing process at all. I just felt it. I didn't even feel a pressure. I just felt like I needed to, like, it felt like you needed to poop. But I remember like the midwife was like, you can do it. This is another contraction. You can push again. I'm like this in the tub. No, my body is telling me otherwise. I'm not doing that. I was listening to my body, in tune with my body, ready to listen to what my body was telling me and do as what my body was saying to do. So when I knew I had to push, I pushed. When my body was not doing that effort anymore, I did not push. I remember at a certain point, the only time that I felt like a sensation was when she was almost coming out. Her head was almost approaching out, and it was what they call the ring of fire, that burning sensation. That's the only thing I felt. And at the same time, I had teared. So that's another thing that, but it wasn't like, oh my God, this is intense. My mind was conscious, oh shoot, I felt something. But it wasn't that serious, honestly. I remember seeing my mom and my sister like in front of me, and they're like cheering me on.
They were like two little cheerleaders, like, yeah.
Yeah, and my mom, Myron is on the bed, and my husband with the midwife in front of me, because my husband's desire was to catch the baby. He ended up catching the baby with the midwife. And I remember one last push. They were like, you can do it, you can do it. And I was like, okay, you guys, I was tired. So when they say make sure you rest, make sure you rest, because that pushing process, you need your entire body, mind, strength to push that baby out. I mean, it's pretty intense. I was tired. They're like, you can do it. And I'm like,
she was like, no, I'm tired. And then I'm telling her like the next one, she'll get it the next one. And then everybody's just back resting, like, okay. And then she goes, I don't know. We're like, whoa. And she pushed, that baby just came flying out.
Yeah. I didn't tell them when I was having the next, I guess you call that contraction. I didn't tell them because I didn't want, you can do it. I didn't want that at that moment. I literally just wanted to listen to my body. Let me be in tune with my baby at that point. My baby is going to come out. Let me just listen to her to, when she's pushing, I'll push along with her. So all of a sudden, baby was out. Husband called her with the midwife. I remember my eyes were closed and they're like, look, she's out. And I just remember this little baby. They just put her on my chest. And I'm like, you guys, I lost it. You guys, I lost it. I kept saying, oh my God. Because in your mind, you're like, I just delivered a baby naturally. Out of my vagina. I just delivered a baby. What beauty is for a woman to deliver a child. It's beautiful. That was the experience. I ended up getting a 2nd-degree tear. I did get stitches. The process for recovery, it took some time. I'm still recovering, honestly. Thanks for tuning in and watching our birth experience. I'm so glad we were able to share this with you guys. So if you guys like this video, do not forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and comment down in the section below if you would like to see more video like this. And how did you guys feel about this video? We want to know your thoughts. Let us know.